Good morning, student. It's your last lecture for the revision of chapter Life Process. Okay, here we discuss about heartbeat. So, what is heartbeat? One complete contraction and relaxation of heart is called heartbeat. Okay, as you see in your slides, as your screen, there is photo. There is diagram of stethoscope. A stethoscope magnifies the sound of heartbeat so that they can be heard clearly. Okay, the heart usually beats about 70 to 72 times in a minute when we are resting position. This means that the heart pumps out blood to the arteries about 70 to 72 times per minute. We can feel our heartbeat if we place our hand on the chest above the heart region. Even the doctor listens to our heartbeat by using an apparatus called stethoscope. The stethoscope magnifying the sound of heartbeat so the doctor can hear heartbeat clearly. And through the average number of heartbeat, the person at rest about 70 to 72 minutes, but the number of heartbeat increase too much after you doing a physical exercise or you are sometimes excited. Example, if you count our heartbeat after running, we will find it to be more than 100 per minute. So the heartbeat faster during the after an exercise because the body needs more energy under these conditions. Now here we have to be reminder 2 points. First one is definition of heartbeat. The complete contraction and relaxation of heart is called heartbeat. Second one, a heartbeat usually about 70 to 72 times in a minute when we are in resting position. In case we are running or doing some hard exercise, it will be more than 100 per minute. This is all about pulse rate. Now, what is pulse? If we count pulse rate, what is pulse? The expansion of an artery each time the blood is forced into it is called pulse. Okay. The pulse rate of an adult person while resting is 70 to 72 per minute. Thus, the pulse rate is the same as the heart rate. Just like heartbeat, the pulse rate of a person is higher after physical exercise when a person is excited. Um, the pulse is traditionally take more from above the wrist. We can feel our own pulse and find the pulse rate as follows. The pulse can be felt with finger placed gently on arteries at the wrist. We place the first two fingers or our right hand on the inner side of the left wrist and press it gently. We feel some waves touching our fingers. These waves are the pulses. We can count the number of such waves in 1 minute by using a watch. This will be given as the pulse rate. Okay. So usually doctor taking the pulse rate of the patient by keeping his finger on his wrist on the patient and at the same time looking into his watch. Means doctor tell counting the pulse rate and listening to heartbeat whether a person is well or not. Okay. So this is about how pulse rate will be felt by a wrist or how doctor count the pulse rate of a patient. Now there is some slides, there is some pictures where measuring of blood pressure by using a mercury sphygmomanometer will be using. Here mercury sphygmometer is using for the counting or noted down the blood pressure. So before it we have to be know about what is blood pressure. So the pressure at which blood is pumped around the body by the heart is called blood pressure. Okay, now if we count blood pressure, we have to know two things. First one is systolic pressure and second one is diastolic pressure. What is systolic pressure? The pressure of a person is always expressed in the form of two values called systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. In order to understand this, we should first have to be the meaning of systole and diastole. Means the phase of the heartbeat and when the heart contract and pump the blood into artery is called systole, and the phase of heartbeat when the heart relax and allow to chamber to fill with blood is called diastole. Okay. So there is two the difference of systolic and diastolic pressure. how you define systolic pressure. If you have to be in question for define systolic pressure, you have to be write down the maximum pressure at which the blood leaves the heart through the main artery. You know na, main artery we already discussed it in circulatory system of human being. Aorta is the main artery. So this is related to systolic pressure, because the systolic pressure defined as the maximum pressure at which the blood leaves the heart through the main artery or aorta during contraction phase is called systolic pressure. And what is diastolic pressure? The minimum pressure in the arteries. The minimum pressure in the arteries during the relaxation phase of heart. Relaxation phase of heart is called diastolic pressure. So what is the normal blood pressure value? Systolic pressure is 120 mmHg and diastolic pressure is 80 mmHg. So usually we written as 120 upon 80. Okay. For example, we said that a young person may have blood pressure of 110 to 75, but at the age of 60 years it could be 145 to 90. High blood pressure is called hypertension. Okay, it is very small artery which result in increasing resistance to blood flow, and very high blood pressure can lead to rupture in artery and internal bleeding. Okay, so this is blood pressure. Now here we are how to measure blood pressure. So blood pressure is measured by the using instrument. Please always remember the instrument which is using for the measuring of blood pressure. That one is sphygmomanometer. Okay. So the various steps in measuring the blood pressure of a person as follow. First one is a rubber cuff. As you see in the doctor have rubber cuff, which is flat rubber tube, is wrapped around the person arm, and the rubber cuff is inflated by pumping air into it due to pressure about 200 mmHg to branchial artery, which runs down the arm. Because in our arms there is branchial arteries which are flowing there. This pressure can be seen on the scale of the instrument of sphygmomanometer. If the stethoscope is now placed on the artery of the arm, no sound is heard through it. Second one step is, with stethoscope still placed on artery, the cuff pressure is reduced during by deflecting it. The cuff pressure when the heartbeat is first heard as a soft tapping sound to the stethoscope give us the systolic pressure. Understand how we count systolic pressure? The cuff pressure when heartbeat is first sound as the soft tapping sound to the stethoscope give us the systolic pressure. Third one step is the cuff pressure is reduced further by deflating it more and more. The cuff pressure when the tapping sound in stethoscope just disappear. That gave us the diastolic pressure. So here we understand that how doctor noted down systolic and diastolic pressure, because in blood pressure two main values are systolic and diastolic pressure, which is normal form in 120 to 80 mmHg. 120 upon 80 mmHg. Above is systolic pressure and downward is diastolic pressure. Okay. So this is all about how to measure these all things. Okay. Now in last lecture we also described their transportation, means how do food and oxygen reach the body cells. As you know, the liquid from the blood which is flows out through the capillary walls and move between all the body of the cell, providing them food and oxygen and removing carbon dioxide is called tissue fluid. Okay. Actually the walls of blood capillaries are very thin. So when blood flow through the capillaries, a liquid called tissue fluid leaks from the blood capillaries and goes into the tiny space between the various body cells in the tissue. The tissue fluid carry food and oxygen from the blood to the cells and pick up their waste product like carbon dioxide. After doing its job, most of the tissue fluid seep back into the blood capillary, and the remaining tissue fluid carrying large protein molecule and digestive fat, germs from the cell and fragment of dead cells enter into another type of tiny tubes called lymph capillaries. So here we discuss about lymphatic system. Okay, this one is lymphatic system. So a system of tiny tubes called lymph vessels and lymph nodes in the human body, which transport the liquid called lymph from the body tissue to the blood capillary system, is called lymphatic system. In lymphatic system, we have to be discuss about four things: lymph capillaries, large lymph vessels, lymph nodes, and lymph. Okay, so first, lymph capillaries. I think you understand what is lymphatic system. Now in lymphatic system we have to be know about these functions. Lymph capillaries. So what is lymph capillaries in lymphatic system? Lymph capillaries are tiny tubes which are present in the whole body, just like blood capillaries. These differ from the blood capillaries in two ways. First, lymph capillaries are close-ended, and the pores of the walls of lymph capillaries are bigger in size than that of blood capillaries. So, end of the lymph capillaries in the body tissue are closed, so the tissue fluid can only seep into the walls of the lymph capillary present in the body tissue. These pores of the wall of the lymph capillary are somewhat bigger, so even large protein molecule present in the tissue fluid can enter into lymph capillaries. And the lymph capillary join to the form large lymph vessel. Okay. Now the lymph vessel have lymph nodes. At lymph nodes contain special type of cell called lymphocytes. Please listen it carefully. The lymph nodes in human body contain special type of cell called lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are involved in the cleaning of lymph and protecting the body from the disease. Okay. Now lymph, what is lymph? Lymph is in yellow color. It is somewhat similar in composition to blood plasma. Lymph is not red like blood because it does not contain red blood cells. Lymph contain large protein molecules and digested food which come into it from the tissue fluid between the cells. It also contains germs from the cell and fragment of dead cells. Lymph is another medium, of circulation in human body. Lymph contains special type of white blood cells called lymphocytes which help in fighting infection and disease. So this is about lymphatic system. Now what is the function of lymphatic system? First, lymphatic system take part in the nutritive process of human body. For example, it put into circulation large protein molecules by carrying them from the tissue into the blood stream. It is not be absorbed by blood capillaries due to their large size, and lymph also carry digested fat for the nutritive process. Second one is lymph protect our body because it have lymphocytes contained in the lymph nodes and making antibodies. Third one is lymph help in removing the waste product like fragment of dead cell and etc. So this is all about lymphatic system and function of lymphatic system. I hope you all understand that. Excretion we already defined there, already explained the process of excretion. Please follow only NCERT. Okay. Do the lecture carefully. Okay. Listen it carefully and understand and make notes. Okay. If you have any query, we have Zoom classes beta. Please discuss your issues over there. Thank you.